This year, it seems we've heard about one recall after another, especially involving food inside your pantry and foodborne illnesses. So what can be done in the new year to cut down on that number? Fox 13's Shira Matsuzawa shares her conversation with foodborne illness attorney Bill Marler.
2024 was a pretty significantly increased year for recalls.
It's been 32 years since Bill Marler started working as a food safety attorney. He says recalls can actually be a good thing because it gets food off the market, hopefully before people get sick.
2024, however, is not only were there a lot of recalls, but there were a lot of outbreaks and some significant ones. Hundreds of people sick, thousands of people sick, actually, and dozens of people dead from boar's head, deli meat, McDonald's hamburgers, Grimway carrots, and other products. And Washington State was hit pretty hard.
So what can be done so this doesn't happen again next year? Marler believes more food testing is needed before products go on the market, as well as more inspections of plants.
I think most people would be shocked to know that the FDA, which has responsibility for over 80% of the food supply, may go to a plant but once every 3 to 4 to 5 years. And there's been talks of cutbacks of that.
As for consumers, he recommends keeping hot things hot and cold things cold. Always wash your hands and pay attention to cooking temperatures.
So cooking your chicken to 165 degrees internal temperature is important. And same with beef, especially hamburgers, cooking it to 160 degrees internal temperature will save you a trip to the hospital.
Well, we've seen a downturn in E. coli cases linked to hamburgers since the Jack in the Box outbreak 31 years ago. Marler says recently we've had multiple outbreaks when it comes to some restaurants undercooking hamburgers.
People have died this year because of consuming undercooked hamburgers. 48 million Americans get sick from a foodborne illness every year, 125,000 hospitalized, and there are nearly 5,000 deaths.
He adds convenience is sometimes not worth the risk.
And if you buy a head of lettuce, you're likely way safer taking that head of lettuce home, washing it yourself, and chopping it up yourself than you are buying a bagged product.
So as we get ready to throw out 2024 like last week's produce and stock up on new items in 2025, Marler says since he started working in the industry 32 years ago,
we've made progress. We have a lot more progress to make.
Shira Matsuzawa, Fox 13 News.
Marler says right now there is a significant recall of oysters with norovirus centered here in the Pacific Northwest and Canada. The CDC says there were more than 90 outbreaks of the virus reported during the first week of December, up from 69 outbreaks the last week of November. Norovirus is the leading cause of foodborne illnesses in the nation, and it's responsible for nearly 60% of infections. The virus spreads from people who were already infected through sharing utensils and food. It can also spread through water, food, or contaminated surfaces. Health officials recommend people to wash their hands often and to clean surfaces with disinfectants to help protect from the virus.